think one thing that we do well together is we cheerlead for each other. Like we support each other in whatever we're doing. We're good at helping each other.
We don't try to keep ourselves separate. I'm going to do this. All right, well, I'll wait at home until you're done then.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we had little kids, if you had a race, I would bring him and we'd watch you. If I wanted to build something, you would put in the money.
Well, I'd put in time too and help. And,
yeah, you would.
And we try to get the kids involved.
Mm-hmm. They learned a lot of construction those last couple of years at home.
And it wasn't just things that we wanted to do for ourselves. Like we would do construction things for our kids.
Yeah, we still do.
I mean, the huge one was the mobile home, obviously.
Obviously.
And even before that, though, like we would turn our kids' bedrooms into like ninja bedrooms.
Yeah. Or castles.
Yeah. We just did little things for them that would make
living
their rooms,
life at home fun.
Yeah, fun for them. Yeah, so they didn't feel like they had to like run away somewhere else.
I was thinking more like she like built her life around trying to make him happy, and no matter what she did, it didn't make him happy. And so that was a form of control. Like you can't base your happiness on someone else's joy. That's very codependent relationship.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that I learned from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The codependent, interdependent, independent, and dependent relationships. And having a relationship with your spouse, the one that I hope to have is interdependent, which means if you're in a bad mood and you come home, that's not going to make me be in a bad mood. I'm going to try to get you into a good mood. And if you come home and I'm upset, that's not going to affect you. You're going to try to make me happier instead.
Yeah.
And not that you could make me happy, but you're not going to let it get you down. Like it doesn't have anything to do with you. We have ownership of our own feelings.
I think we're good at asking each other questions.
What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem? and talking about it and trying to help the other person.
When we were first married, it wasn't like that though. If you did something that I didn't like, I would just give you the silent treatment. Do you remember that in the first couple of years we were married?
Yeah, a little
Might have just been the first year. And then I realized, well, that didn't get me anywhere and that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's just part of the growing pains that we had in the beginning.
Yeah, and nothing that you were doing was horrible. It just was things that like hurt my feelings maybe a little bit. But they were things that you were willing to change. They weren't hard to change what they were. I eventually, I think later that night or the next night, like cried about it and finally told you, you picked the video games over me.
And I don't think I even was picking the video games over you. Like I didn't know you were waiting for me probably.
No, I hadn't told you.
So it wasn't like I was intentionally picking the game over you.
Yeah, and I didn't know at that time that my love language was quality time either. I didn't know that time was so important to me. So you might have been doing other things and you might have thought that I was feeling loved, but I needed time. Laying in bed and going, oh, I like being with you so much.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just the time. Physical touch is not one of your love languages much.
No.
It's just being there.
Yeah, because sometimes I go, oh, it's hot in here. Quit touching
Quit touching me. Get away.
But don't go too far.
Yeah.
So The 5 Love Languages was another good book that we learned from.
Yeah.
And how to give each other enough love to fill our tanks. Not thinking that what we were giving was what was needed, because you don't necessarily need quality time. I think you like it, but you like almost all men like physical touch and words of affirmation.
Yeah, those are probably my main two.
Mm-hmm. And I suck at both. I'm sorry.
Well, you've been getting better over the last 27 years.
That was something else we learned too, was how to stop being abusive and thinking it was just teasing.
Yeah.
Like saying,
We used to
okay, fatty. Just kidding. Not so funny. I don't know. I can't even remember how we teased each other, but we would say things.
We would put each other down.
Yeah, just little jibes to try to like control what the other person was doing maybe. maybe to get them to stop acting that way, or I don't know. It was very immature. We were listening to all these talks about uplifting other people, and
communicating better.
so we stopped doing that after, it was probably like somewhere between 6 and 8 years of marriage. So like wasn't right off the bat. We didn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But there were times where we thought we were being funny, but really we were just being mean to each other.
Putting the other person down.
And we would laugh it off, but then, you know, you think about those things someone says later and it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's almost like those reels that people make about their spouses right now, where they like go around the house pointing out all the messes that the spouse makes. And then they send that reel out to the world, and it's almost like a shaming video when they're not perfect either. And then everybody gets a laugh at the reel, which is really a laugh at the spouse. I remember moments when I was a young mom. You'd come home and you would just get lumped in with the kids because I'd be on this to-do rampage. Like the house needs to be cleaned, and like I would just give everybody their assignment. Not that I wasn't doing anything, but I didn't give you your autonomy, I feel like, at certain points. I just felt like it had to get done, and so this is the way it needed to be done. You can't treat your spouse like they're one of your children.
Yeah.
I think that would like makes people form resentment.
Yeah, you gotta treat them as an equal partner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a better way to have done it maybe would have said, this is what I'm hoping the outcome will be, and are you willing to help me, and what do you feel like your responsibility would be to help me in this, if you're willing, kind of a thing.
I'm willing.
Like whatever the goal, long-term goal is, there's certain little steps you have to make along the way, and somebody's got to make choices. And sometimes it's you, and sometimes it's me.
And you kind of both have to agree on it, because if only one person's committed to it, it's not going to work.
Especially a budget.
Yeah.
We've tried to do that a couple times.
Or even with the mobile home, even like if you would have been the only one committed to it, like.
Oh, it would have taken 100 years to get it done.
Yeah, way longer.
Yeah.
If I would have been like, no, I'm not going to do that, you do it.
I'm too busy this weekend. I've got plans.
I'll let you do it, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I'll let you.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound controlling at all.
No, not at all. But we're good at helping each other when it's something that we both agree on, I guess.
Yeah.
We're good at supporting each other.
Yeah, I don't feel like you've been very controlling. I think the one who tends to be controlling is me.
I think that's because like you're the list maker in our relationship.
I am A-type.
Yeah, you like to make lists, and you're structured in everything you do, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do this, but I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it.
We're just gonna wing it.
Yeah. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
What else has made this relationship great? Not good, great.
Great. Don't say good.
It's a great relationship we have.
We were talking about how when we first got together, we realized we had a ton in common, and I think one of the main important things that we had in common was our religion, and people who try to get married without that being a common denominator can be a huge mistake. And there's people who get married who do have the same religion, but they don't live it the way they should.
Yeah.
Or the way that their beliefs dictate.
When I think it helped too, like we both knew that we wanted to have a family.
Yeah.
And we wanted to start having kids right away, and
Yep.
a lot of people nowadays, they get married and like they put it off because they want to go play first. And,
Oh, that's true.
like
It didn't hold us back either.
No, we played and had kids.
Yeah, our kids played with us.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of money for travel, but we wouldn't have had that anyway, even if we didn't have kids, because we were young and didn't know how to make money.
Yeah.
We learned it as we went, and we would have learned it as we went without kids as well. So our kids didn't hold us back, and being married to each other did not hold us back. If anything, it helped us propel forward faster because we wanted to provide for our kids.
And now our kids are having kids, and we're still young enough to go play with them.
Yeah.
And do things.
Physically active still, and yeah. We're not even in our 50s yet, and we have grandkids already.
Yeah. And now we're traveling.
And the thing is,
able
we
to do
think
all
it's
those
fun.
things.
Other people are like, oh, that would be so hard and horrible.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. I think we had the right viewpoint of it, and we both had the same one. So
Yeah.
having kids didn't hold us back from our education either, which is what some people think. Like, you can still have a family and you can still educate yourself, especially now with the internet and the online degrees you can get. I don't see how that would be a problem, especially if you are supportive of each other. Like, if we were very first married and I was like, I need to get a degree so if something happens to you I can take care of myself, then you would have supported me however you could to get that done.
Yeah. I think we both prioritize family a lot. And I think, like, a really good thing with our relationship is we've figured out, like we said in the beginning, over time, like, if one of our needs isn't getting met, we're good at communicating that with the other person.
Yeah, we don't just sit in silence and suffer.
Yeah.
And we reciprocate with whatever the other person's asking for.
Yeah.
We don't just say, well, that's too bad for you that you feel that way.
Yeah.
But we try to take care, of each other's needs and wants and desires, because they're good things. Whenever you've asked them for something, it's always been a good thing, and I just didn't know I wasn't providing it, and I think vice versa.
Yeah, like, we don't try to manipulate the other person to do things.
Yeah,
And,
we learn how not to be childish.
yeah, just learn to communicate with each other.
And now this year, at the end of this month, we'll have been married 27 years.
27
It's
years.
a long time to learn how to do it right, or wrong.
Yeah, I think we're getting it right.
Yeah, I think we've been getting it right for a while. That doesn't mean we won't make mistakes in the future.
Yeah, definitely not perfect.
I think there's a lot of people out there, they think that they have to go get their education and they have to go have fun, and that they can't do it if they're married. And I think that's just a falsehood that's being spread. Even if you want to wait and travel and do like fun, exciting things when you're young before you have kids, I feel like I would have had a better time if I'd had you there than if I'd had tried to go and do it alone. But we got married so young, we didn't have time to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, not married so young, we could have done it. But we had kids. We had Emma 6 days
1
before
year.
our first wedding anniversary. And it was by choice, it wasn't an accident.
Yeah. It's good, because we wanted to have kids. We wanted to start a family, and
Yeah.
that's what we got married for.
I think that having a supportive spouse is not a drawback in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
It's the opposite.
And it's not like you don't get to go do things that you want to do because I'm around, or I don't get to go do things that I want to do because you're around. It's just an addition to.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we've both done things without the other person around.
yeah, well, and usually when I tell you I want to go hike rim to rim Grand Canyon, you go, okay,
Yeah, let's
I'll
do
do
it.
it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when you went on a girls' trip to Hawaii with a bunch of your friends.
Yeah.
And did a half marathon there, and
Yeah.
I wasn't like, well, you can't go, I'm not going.
Right. And you've
Like,
done that too with your
yeah.
dad and your brothers and traveling to baseball games.
I went to a baseball game in California, and I just went to this last Ironman without you there.
Yeah, you did.
So,
I had work. I would have
Yes.
gone, but I
Yeah.
had work. And now we're to the point where we want the other person to go. Like, it's
Yeah.
not as fun without. You
mhm.
realize it's more fun with. Yeah, and people think that they're going to get held back. It's just not true. It's a lie. Doing things with somebody is funner.
Yeah.
I think mostly the message that I want to get out is just, you can't control somebody else. You can only control yourself. And if you try to control somebody else and they let you, it's out of love. All it's going to do is hurt you in the long run, and you're not going to have
happiness.
You're not going to have a healthy relationship. You're just going to be dominating someone else's world, and they're going to come to resent you for it later. And your marriage won't last, probably, unless you've married somebody really, really weak who needs acceptance of any kind.
Yeah, it's hard to be happy with somebody else just telling you what to do all the time.
Yeah. No autonomy. And
Yeah.
you're an adult.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like adulting.
No.
Sounds like prison camp.
Just don't be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be selfish. You know, it's not just about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you married somebody, your selfish days are over.
Yes.
You're a partnership.
Yeah. And it's time to learn how to be a better person than you were before you were married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just put other people's needs. I wouldn't say like above your own, but like on the same playing field.
Yes.
As your own.
Yeah.
Because you still need to make sure your needs are met also.
Otherwise, it's gonna get jacked up too. Yeah.
Yeah. But make sure you and your partner have an equal playing field with both your needs.
Mm-hmm. That's where the communication comes in. They might come to you and say, well, I don't like how this has been working. I'm wondering if we can change it. And they might go, well, okay, I have something I want to change too. And every once in a while, I will actually ask you if there's something that I need to work on. Because you usually don't tell me if something is off. Usually I'm the one who's complaining.
I usually don't feel like things are off.
Yeah, but you do have needs that need to be met, and every once in a while you will tell me, well, yeah, I would like it if you blah, blah, blah. Every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, if I feel like something's off, yeah, I'll tell you, but it's not.
Usually my lists are getting done. Okay.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.